Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today, I want to show you two of my favorite things here in San Diego. Alright, so I don't have much to talk about today, but I just wanted to show you this nice shot of two of my favorite things. First of all, coming to San Diego, when we rented a car, it had to be a Mustang. This is an older Mustang than the one I have back at home, which is kind of nice because like it's been a couple times out here where somebody's like complimented on me on it and said, like when I was filling up with gas or petrol, however you want to call it, somebody, some big tough guy walks up with his Mustang, he pulls up with his Mustang, he drives up and says, "Hey, nice Mustang." And I said, "Yeah," but I wanted to blurt out, "It's a rental." But then I thought I could say, "You should see my one, you should see my other one." Anyway, so that's a lot of fun. If you're going on a holiday and you have a chance to rent a Mustang, highly recommend it. Dude, highly recommend it. The other thing I love coming out here for is the big ass department stores, especially places like this at Fry's. Fry's has like loads of different, you know, like motherboards and cases and video equipment, all this stuff. It's like it's very much a guy's place, right? But one of the things walking through, and I've also been to Walmart and Target and all these other places, and one thing about San Diego is like every intersection is full of like different places, right? And one thing you notice about all this kind of stuff is that everybody's vying for your attention, right? You think it's hard to get your app discovered on the app market? Try having well, it's not nearly as bad. I mean, it's worse to have an app on the app market than it is to have a tiny little bit of shelf space in a giant department warehouse store like Fry's or Walmart or any of these kind of places. Imagine you release a product, you invest lots of money into it, right? You invest into the packaging and the marketing and the shipping and all this kind of stuff, and then the first thing you do is, and then you make it big. You got a big department store like Fry's or Walmart or Target or any of those other places. They're giving you your big shot and you got a little bit of shelf space. So you got this much shelf space in this big a market, right? In the app market, it's even worse because we have apps, we have thousands of apps going every day, and there's enough shelf space for all of them. So we have to think about not just getting a little bit of shelf space, not just getting on the market, which is what everybody thinks that's their big break, right? As soon as I release an app, that's a good thing, the best thing. No, we have to think about where do we position it, where can we put it, how can we make it stand out from the others, right? I love going into retail, I love going to the mall. It's probably just because I'm a child of the 80s, right? I love going to the mall, I love going into big shops, right? And for the retail experience, to think, you know, how all of these different brands are trying to vie for my attention, right? The same way that we as app developers try to vie for their attention. Anyway, really interesting stuff. Anyway, once again, really, if you cannot tell, I'm having a great time here in San Diego. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow.